everyone, Shabby Gamer here, and welcome to the second episode of our WWE 2K16 Universe Mode in the current day roster. Now, stress once again, as I had in the last video, that this video will contain no Universe Mode footage, but it is just a championship tournament to crown our first World Heavyweight Champion for that Universe Mode. As you can see on the screen, there we have our brackets. We're going to have Dolph Ziggler and Sheamus, Kevin Owens and Ryback, Bray Wyatt and Dean Ambrose, and Cesaro and Seth Rollins. So whoever wins this competition here on this video will start our Universe Mode with the World Heavyweight Championship. So without further ado, let's get straight into our first match. And here we go with our first of the first round matches. We've got Dolph Ziggler taking on Sheamus. And here we see Dolph Ziggler and Sheamus in the ring. And the first time I've used both of these guys on 2K16, and it is going to be part of our World Heavyweight Championship title tournament here. We're going to crown our first ever World Heavyweight Champion moving into our current day roster. As I've said in my previous video that would have been uploaded before this for the WWE Championship, the reason I've split it back up into two belts is just to give everyone a chance, really. I had the problem in 2K15 where Cena was the WWE Champion, and it's just every single month one person gets a chance, and we did try and do some fatal four-ways and a six-man elimination chamber and things like that, but I think to get more people involved in the main event picture, I think having two championships like this is definitely the way to go forward. I'm not going to give any spoilers away to what happened in the WWE Championship tournament, but if you haven't seen it, it's definitely worth a watch. There was a let's just say it was a bit more surprising than some might think. I was very, very happy with the finish. Very, very, very happy. Like I said, I'm not going to give anything else away. You'll have to go over there and watch it. It would have been before this on the playlist. Of course, we're going to get all of these championship tournaments all recorded, and then I will do a quick introduction video just showing the rosters that we have set up for each Universe Mode, and then we'll get straight into our weekly show. So I do apologise. I know this is called the second episode of the Universe Mode, but of course we're just really sort of preparing for the Universe Mode now. There's Dolph Ziggler there, showing why he's the show-off in the handstand. And there's a punch to the leg as well. And I have my favourites in this competition as well. I really like this competition because this is the World Heavyweight Championship. We seem to have given a lot of chance to more up-and-coming stars rather than the more established ones who are in the WWE Championship picture. And this is more the up-and-coming guys. I'm still quite surprised at how highly rated Sheamus is on this game. He's a 90 on this game. I think he's the third highest rated guy in the competition. I think Seth Rollins is a 92 and Kevin Owens is a 91 and Sheamus is a 90. But as we've seen in some of the other videos so far, ratings do not mean everything. There is every possibility for anybody to beat anybody on the day. And that again was brought to light, especially in our last video. But again, I'm not giving away any spoilers. Ziggler with a couple of right hands now, and Ziggler is someone that a lot of people would love to see win this championship. I know he did, of course, win the championship on 2K15. He did not hold it for a very long time, though. Unfortunately for him, he lost it almost as quick as he gained it. It's a shame for him, really, though. He did win that. He won the six-man Hell in a Cell match, which was absolutely great. It was a really great one for him to win, and then for Finn Balor to come out and cash in his Money in the Bank briefcase only minutes later would have really just been absolutely gutting for Dolph Ziggler. And hopefully he'll be hoping to. I'm just babbling on here a bit now, I know. He'll be really hoping that he can take advantage of this competition here this evening and walk out of it the World Heavyweight Champion. I know someone would be very happy if he did, and that would be Kenny. Kenny, if you are watching this video, you were absolutely well happy when Ziggler won that championship in 2K15, and then for Finn Balor to walk out and cash in his Money in the Bank briefcase. Hopefully Ziggler's going to get more of a chance this year. Of course, once we've done this World Heavyweight Championship, a lot of these guys that didn't win the championship will probably be involved in the in the Intercontinental and United States Championship picture as well. So it's not all doom and gloom for these guys if they do not make it through. There's still plenty of opportunity to walk into the Universe mode holding a championship. Sheamus in for the pin here, only for the 2. And he looks a bit perplexed by that. He seems to think that he may have done enough damage, but both guys make their way back up to their feet. And if you did watch my my last video as well for the WWE Championship, you would have heard that I was moaning ever so slightly about the amount of kickouts of finishers. So I have been into the settings in between these two tournaments, and I have made the finisher maneuver slightly more powerful, so we should see a bit more of a realistic view on this. And don't get me wrong, it was a fantastic tournament. It really was enjoyable, but when Daniel Bryan kicks out of 2 F5s, it becomes a bit unrealistic, doesn't it, really? So hopefully this will be a bit more realistic in this tournament. And I'm really looking at it now, just thinking who I think would win. Jay's just sent me a message, and he's put his money on Kevin Owens, and you know what, I'd be inclined to agree that Kevin Owens has a fantastic opportunity in this one. I think it's something between Owens and Seth Rollins, and that's not just because they're the highest rated in the game. I just got a feeling. I would absolutely love to see Kevin Owens walk in as the World Heavyweight Champion. It really would be amazing, because Kevin Owens is also going to be involved in our NXT roster, so there's a chance that after these tournaments have been done that Kevin Owens could be holding both the World Heavyweight Championship and the NXT Championship. That would be amazing, that would. Can you imagine just walking out, just holding both belts? That would be something else, that would. Ziggler now has Sheamus by the hair and hits him with that drop kick. Ziggler looking like he was going to try and make it up to the top rope, and he does finally get there. What's he got planned here? Sheamus is back to his feet now, though. Ziggler, yes, Ziggler took a bit too long, and now Sheamus is going to take advantage of the situation. He joins Ziggler up on the top. Oh, and rolls through off the top rope. That's going to do a lot of damage. Is that now Sheamus signaling here? He's after a bro kick and hits it straight away. And could Sheamus be going through to the second round? 1, 2. No, Ziggler kicks out. And obviously I've not made the finisher move as that strong, but that's good, because I think that would have been too quick for a finish there, really. Sheamus now has Ziggler by the nose. Now dropping him down in that backdrop as well, and Sheamus really starting to take control of this match now after hitting that bro kick. Great splash in the corner. Ziggler in for the pin. We can't quite see the referee. It's a bit annoying, but it's only for a 2 count. And both these guys slowly making their way back up to their feet. And of course, damage retention is on in this competition, so whatever damage you take in this match and the energy you lose in this match as well is really going to affect you later on in the tournament. That really came into play in our WWE Championship tournament as well. Sheamus hitting that white noise, line for a pin again. Oh, but Ziggler there reaching out and grabbing the ropes. I like that little animation there. Great ring awareness by Ziggler. Didn't have the energy to kick out, but grabbed that bottom rope. And now Sheamus again setting Ziggler up. And there's the bro kick, and Sheamus looks like to be an absolute beast on this game. 1, 2, and 3, and that is it. Sheamus is going through to the second round, and Dolph Ziggler has been eliminated. And Sheamus just really dominated Ziggler the whole way through this, and I promise I've not changed any of the settings. All I've done is I've made the finisher slightly more powerful, which is right, because there's no way that Ziggler should kick out of 2 bro kicks, really. And the white noise as well. See Sheamus there going for the pin. That was after the white noise, and then that was the first white noise, wasn't it? Ziggler just threw Sheamus out of the ring. Joined him out then. He actually went for the DDT on the apron. That spiked DDT completely ruined Sheamus' Mohican. See Ziggler fighting Sheamus away then. Like I say, now Sheamus is going to go on to face the winner of our next match, Kevin Owens and Ryback, in the second round. And I'm really looking forward to seeing Kevin Owens versus Ryback. I think that's going to be a very interesting match. Again, my favourite for that one would be Kevin Owens. My favourite for the competition alongside Jay is going to be Kevin Owens. However, I've just got a strong feeling about Seth Rollins as well. And there it was, the second bro kick was enough by Sheamus to finish Dolph Ziggler off. Very, very interesting, this one. Again, as I said earlier on, we will see Dolph Ziggler again. He'll probably be involved in the Intercontinental Championship tournament as well. So be sure to keep an eye out for that. That should be uploaded tomorrow, hopefully. I'll get it all recorded first thing tomorrow morning and get some uploaded for you. And here we go into our second first round match. It's going to be Kevin Owens taking on Ryback. You see Kevin Owens just staring Ryback down, and this is the first time I'm going to use Ryback in 2K16. Used Owens a couple of times in some of our random matches that I've been uploading over the weekend, and you see Ryback and Owens locking up in some chain wrestling, just a battle of strength here. And Ryback looking for a clean break, but Owens had none of it with that cheap shot. But as that just spurred Ryback on a bit more. And again we go for some more chain wrestling. And both these guys do have the ability to do that. They're both, Kevin Owens especially, I think he's generally put into a box because of his size, but people don't realise just how agile and how technically gifted in the ring that Kevin Owens actually is. As you can see here. And again, as I said, the same thing with Dolph Ziggler earlier. If any of these guys do struggle in this tournament, we will see them probably turn up again in the Intercontinental United States Championship tournament. So it's not going to be doom and gloom for these guys. There is the possibility of still walking into the Universe mode with a championship. Of course, we're going to hopefully start uploading the Universe mode as of next weekend. If I can get all the downloads sorted, all these title tournaments sorted as well. They're taking a bit longer than I expected, don't get me wrong. I think the WWE title tournament took me an hour and 45 minutes just of recording without even doing any editing or uploading at all. So hopefully we'll get all those uploaded for you during this week. Great powerbomb there by Ryback. And I'll also be doing, as I mentioned earlier, we're doing some little introduction videos for you just to show you who is on all of my rosters. All the different stables and teams we're going to start with as well. And as I mentioned, I'm probably going to start the Universe mode very much like how it is in real life at the moment. And then from there, we will start to make our own changes. We're not going to just throw random different stuff in there from the beginning. There might be the odd tag team here and there, but they're not going to be tag teams that are going to be very influential, shall we say. For example, if we make somebody join the Wyatt family, we're not just going to put them in there for the beginning. We will do some sort of storyline to put them in there. And should we want to change, for example, Adam Rose into Leo Kruger, that's something we'll do through the Universe mode. We won't just put him in there straight away. We will slowly change him across and make some sort of storyline out of it. It's Kevin Owens in control of this match here, and like I say, Jay has pointed out Kevin Owens as his favourite for this competition. I'm inclined to agree with him, but I still fancy Seth Rollins as well. But Seth Rollins has got to get through Cesaro, and saying that everyone in this competition is very, very more capable than making it all the way to the finals and winning this thing. And so we've also got Bray Wyatt versus Dean Ambrose as well. That's our next match. That's going to be another very interesting match. And the game doesn't really rate those two very highly, I don't think. I think it's got Wyatt and Ambrose, but I think it's got Ambrose at 88 or something like that. And it's got Wyatt at 87 or 86. Not very good at all, but over the next coming week before we start our Universe mode, I will be tweaking all of the stats up and down for certain people to put them to the sort of level where I believe they should be. For example, I'm pretty sure the Big Show was 90. Like, the Big Show was 90, and Bray Wyatt's down at like 87. I just could not believe it. So the Big Show has been dropped down. I've taken away all of his speed to make him a bit more realistic, because I don't really want the Big Show being too involved in our championship picture. He will be involved in the Universe mode, don't get me wrong, he'll be part of the Authority stable, but still he's not going to be involved too heavily in any sort of title pictures. Might give him the odd feud here and there, but apart from that, that's going to be about it really. But of course, if you guys have any suggestions for things you would like to see in the Universe mode, then be sure to jot them down in the comment section below. I do read them all. I don't get that many. I've been getting a lot more recently since 2K16 come out, don't get me wrong, but Yeah, I will reply to them all. I'll note them all down as well, and we will use them at some point. I'm not going to say I'll bring them in straight away or anything like that, because it can sometimes take a while to really be able to work something in correctly. Kevin Owens there with a cannonball in the corner on Ryback. Pulls him into the middle of the ring, and he's going to go for a pin here. Of course, the winner of this match will go on to face Sheamus later on. 1, 2. It's only a 2 count. And of course, Sheamus made easy work of Dolph Ziggler earlier on, so Sheamus is going to have a lot of energy going into the second round. And I'm sure that Kevin Owens and Ryback will be desperate to do the same thing. Because I've always noticed that's the way these competitions generally work on these wrestling games, is whoever can get through the first round the quickest generally wins the entire competition. As Ryback, the buckle bomb on Kevin Owens. Ryback bringing Owens back up to his feet, but Owens manages to reverse it now with that arm breaker. And now Owens just sending Ryback straight out to the ground. And Ryback, you see, banged his elbow. Owens just creates a little bit of space, now joins Ryback on the outside. And of course, we've seen these two feud recently in WWE in real life over the Intercontinental Championship. At the moment, they're getting an opportunity at one level high here, going for a main event championship. Big right hand there by Ryback. Ryback taking Kevin Owens up, and he's got him in a Razor's Edge style move, but Kevin Owens manages to slip down out the way. But Ryback take Owens up and drops him face first. I thought he might be looking for a shell shock there. And now there's Ryback with a big meat hook clothesline, rolling Kevin Owens over. He's going to go for the pin. 1, 2. It's only for a 2 count. And I'll tell you what, mine and Jay's favourite for this competition could have been knocked out there and then in the first round. He might still be though, as Ryback takes Kevin Owens up, marches around the ring. There's the shell shock, straight into the pin. 1, 2. No, it's a 2 count. Kevin Owens just kicked out. How on earth did Kevin Owens kick out of that one? Throwing Ryback into that far corner. Now Owens locking Ryback into that tree of woe. But Ryback manages to break free straight away. Now throwing Owens into that corner. Still, I do still think that the majority of reversals in this game always seem to come in the corner. I don't know why. There's a big hip toss there by Owens, launching Ryback out of that corner, and now Owens taking a few seconds here to just sort of establish what's going on in this match and try and come up with another game plan. Because he can't have much left in the locker. He's been hit with that shell shock. And now looking in the headlock there on the ground, just to try and take a bit more time and slow the pace of this match down a bit and really give him a chance to think about what he wants to do and obviously regain a little bit of energy as well. Looking for a bigger move at some point. He'll obviously be looking for that pop-up powerbomb if he can hit it at some point. Ryback went for another, looked like he was going to go for a clothesline or something there, but Kevin Owens caught him. Now Kevin Owens hooking the arm of Ryback, drops him down in the troll package power driver. Is that going to be enough to finish Ryback off? 1, 2, and it is. Kevin Owens goes through to the second round. He is going to face Sheamus. And I must admit, I was getting worried there for a bit. I thought that Owens was going to get knocked out of this. I thought Ryback had him. When he hit that shell shock and the meat hook clothesline, I was thinking that Kevin Owens was out of this one, but he manages to survive and caught him with that troll package power drive. I'm not quite sure what that move is called. If you guys know, then please let me know in the comment section below. I'll just note this down on my piece of paper. And you see, this is the meat hook clothesline. You see, Ryback didn't really take much of a run up with that meat hook clothesline. He rolled Owens over into the pin, but it was only for a 2 count. And then straight from that, Ryback catches Owens and hooks him straight up on in for the shell shock, just marching around the ring. And at this point in time, I was thinking Kevin Owens was done and dusted. I really was. And how Owens managed to kick out of that shell shock and then still go on to actually win the match is just amazed me. And here you see he catches Ryback, hooks the arms and the legs. We all think he's going for a package power drive and he drops him out into that slam. And that was enough to finish off the big guy. And Kevin Owens is going on to face Sheamus in our first semi-final here this evening. And as I said, both these guys have got through the first round with relatively little problems. I think that's definitely going to help them later on in the competition. Let's see if Bray Wyatt and Dean Ambrose, Cesaro and Seth Rollins have as much of an easy time. If not, then they could be in serious trouble later on in this competition. And I'm very interested to see who's going to come out on top of Sheamus and Kevin Owens. Now, those two are very highly rated on this game. It's going to be interesting to see who the game puts over. And here we go with our third first round match of the evening. It will be Bray Wyatt taking on Dean Ambrose. And here we go, Dean Ambrose and Bray Wyatt, who is going to make their way into the semi-finals of this World Heavyweight Championship tournament. It's the first time I've used Dean Ambrose on 2K16. Actually, we've had Bray Wyatt once in a match against Jake the Snake Roberts in the Extreme Rules match. It's probably the video that I've uploaded. It's got the least views. Not quite sure why. I quite like the idea of that match. It was a match that my friend came up with, since they're very, very similar styles. That's got 20 views in the first 14 hours, which is not very good compared to some of the other videos I put up. But either way, and Dean Ambrose as well. Neither of these two guys have actually been the champion in the real WWE, and it's a shame because they both really have the potential to do so. And like I said, we'll be tweaking both of their stats when we come to start the universe mode, just to make everything a bit more level to where it should be. Like I said, I think both these guys are actually rated below Sheamus, and to me that's a joke. Sheamus is alright, but I'm just not a Sheamus fan. I never have been and never will be. Sheamus, I don't think Sheamus should be a 90. I think he should be about an 88 maybe. Ambrose and Wyatt should both be probably an 89, so there's not really a lot of difference between them. But I think it'll definitely make it a bit more realistic for us. The thing is with Bray is that he's always going to do well because he has the rest of the Wyatt family around him. I have got a Braun Strowman core as well. A very, very good Braun Strowman core. So we'll have a full Wyatt family on the go. I'm thinking what I might do, I've said it before, is I might have the tag team of the Wyatt family as Eric Rowan and Braun Strowman. That way that allows Luke Harper to go off and do more of his single stuff. He's still going to be part of the Wyatt family, but I like to see Luke Harper very much involved in the Intercontinental Championship picture, as Bray Wyatt will be fighting it out for these top championships as well. So it's a good thing to see. I will be sorting out a lot of the universe mode over the next coming week. It's a job that takes a hell of a lot of time, but you have to get all the downloads sorted as well first. As Bray Wyatt again is launching Dean Ambrose across the ring via his neck. A very, very vicious and malicious move there. And now Bray slowing the pace of this match back down. Bringing Dean Ambrose back up to his feet now, has him in that front chanter in now. There's the elbow to the back of the head and went for a big uppercut, but Ambrose avoided it and caught caught Bray Wyatt there with a headbutt. And now there he is with a running bulldog. I thought he might be going for the dirty deeds there, but fought against it. I'm not quite sure what WWE actually doing with Dean Ambrose at the moment. He seems to just be floating around as a Roman Reigns sidekick, which is a bit annoying because he's a lot better than that. Back elbow by Bray Wyatt and now launching Dean Ambrose into this corner. Big boot by Ambrose coming out of that corner and taking Bray Wyatt into the middle of the ring. What's he got planned here? It's a Saito suplex. Now wrenching the neck of Bray Wyatt. And of course, remember, this tournament here is going to decide our first ever World Heavyweight Champion, moving into our universe mode. A lot of these guys that might end up a little bit disappointed because they're not doing too well in this competition. If they do get knocked out, and of course we'll we may very well see them in the United States Championship and the Intercontinental Championship tournaments, which will be uploaded very, very soon, if not already. I'm going to try and get all these tournaments done for the current day roster first, because they're the easy ones, because we've got all the guys already on the game. Elbows to the back there by Bray Wyatt. Now spinning Dean Ambrose. Everyone going to slam into the mat there, but pulls him into the middle of the ring. And what's Bray got planned here? Brings Ambrose up, then just knees him in the face, and Ambrose drops down like a dead weight to the mat. Bray again with that suplex, but doesn't go down with him, just drops Dean Ambrose flat on his back. Bray now with a snapmare. Now the chin lock on Dean Ambrose. Again, a clever move, because it just allows Bray Wyatt to sit back and just regain a little bit of energy. And Bray really using that move to full effect. Of course, like I said, damage retention is on, so these guys really want to get through this match as quickly as possible and as unscathed as possible, and try and retain as much energy they can as well, because they know going into the winner of Cesaro versus Seth Rollins is not going to be easy. Dean Ambrose there with a dirty deeds out of nowhere on Bray Wyatt, but instead of going for the pinfall, he locks in a version of an STF. It's not enough to make Bray Wyatt tap out, but it's enough to take the energy out of him, so that Dean Ambrose can go for a pin victory here. There's the pin. 1, 2. No, it's only a 2 count still, and Dean Ambrose holds his head, not quite sure what he needs to do, but I think if he may have gone for the pin straight from the dirty deeds, he may have had more chance to walk out of this one as the champion. Big spiked DDT there by Dean Ambrose, bringing Bray Wyatt back up to his feet, but Bray with that right hand. Thought that Bray was going to go for a belly to belly there, but Dean Ambrose caught him for a clap around the ear. Jawbreaker as well now. Bray throwing Dean into that far corner. But Dean fights out with that big boot. And we're seeing a lot more reversals at this point in the match now. I know they only get a certain amount of reversals in this match, don't they? So I think I quite like that. I think that's one of the things that's really changed the AI for me. There's not as many reversals. We had the problem on 2K15 where it was just reversal, 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 and it did get very, very frustrating. And in this match, they've limited it on 2K16 now, so it makes the match flow a lot better, which I'm really happy about. Big right hand from Bray Wyatt, makes his way back into the ring. He takes Dean Ambrose up and hits him with that pump handle drop. Thought Bray might have been setting Dean up there for a second, but decides against it. And a gut wrench as well. Oh, and Bray Wyatt looks like he's setting Dean Ambrose up here. He's crabbing. Catches Dean Ambrose. There's the Sister Abigail. Straight into the pin. 1, 2, and 3, and that is enough. Bray Wyatt is going through to our semi-finals to face the winner of Cesaro and Seth Rollins. Another great match here, and I must admit, the matches on this tournament are lasting a lot less time than they were on the WWE Championship tournament, which is a good thing, because some of the matches, I think the match between Daniel Bryan and Rusev in the first round, that was nearly a 20-minute match on its own. It was incredible. A little over the top there by Dean Ambrose, across the shoulders on Bray Wyatt. And that's as after the Dirty Deeds, he locked in that version of the STF. He probably should have gone for the pin straight from the Dirty Deeds, but he decided to go for that, and when he went for the pin afterwards, it was only for a 2 count. And here you see Bray Wyatt just setting Dean Ambrose up here with that crab, and then waits for his opportunity, locks in the Sister Abigail, and that was it. Dean Ambrose eliminated from this in the first round. Like I said, Don't be too disheartened if you are a Dean Ambrose fan. I'm sure we'll see him in either the Intercontinental Championship or the United States Championship title tournament coming up in the very, very near future. May even be uploaded already. Have a nice little cheeky look at my channel and you might even see it. But Dean Ambrose is going on. Dean Ambrose is not going on. Bray Wyatt is going on to face the winner of our next match. And here we go, the last of the first round matches. It's Cesaro taking on Seth Rollins. And here we see Cesaro getting an opportunity here. And Seth Rollins, the current WWE World Heavyweight Champion in real life, going to have to fight it out here for the World Heavyweight Championship. And Seth Rollins was my... Well, Kevin Owens was my favourite, and Seth Rollins was the one that I really think has a great opportunity as well. Of course, he is the highest rated guy in the competition. He is at a 92. The next highest is Kevin Owens, and the next highest is Sheamus. Sheamus and Kevin Owens already made it to the second round. And can Seth Rollins be there to join them? He's not got an easy match here at all, though, against Cesaro. You see a nice bit of chain wrestling here. Seth Rollins looks to continue the chain wrestling, but went for a slap. That's about as far away from chain wrestling as you can get. It's just a slap, really. Cesaro just stomping away at the grounded Seth Rollins, but Seth's back up now. And it's nice to finally have a Seth Rollins that's not in a Shield attire. That's pretty good as well. Now, I know you can create your own attires as we go along as well, so that'd be great to see. I know Jay's been saying to me that he's created his own stable called the Brass Ring Club, and that's an idea that I really like, and I might end up using that myself as well. I think you've actually got a logo on the community creations that we can use for it, so that's really good as well. By having that logo, it means that we can create alternative attires for people. Not massive differences, but maybe just give them just shirts for their attires and things like that. And we know that Cesaro is going to have such a big part in our universe mode this year. He's going to be part of the tag team division in both the current day roster and in NXT. As Seth, really early on there with a Seth Walker. That was very early on by Seth to hit that big move. And now a Shining Wizard as well. So as I was saying, Cesaro is going to be heavily involved in our tag team division in both the current day roster and in NXT. And he's also going to be involved in the title picture in NXT, as well as the title picture here in the current day roster as well. And even the mid-card championships, the Intercontinental United States belt for Cesaro as well. So he can literally fit in such a lot of places, which is great, because Cesaro is a wrestler that I really, really rate, and I think we're gonna get the best out of him in this universe mode. There's a big uppercut there by Seth Rollins. Spins Cesaro around, and there's a Saito suplex. Now rolling Cesaro over, stamping on the back of the arm, and Seth will be hoping that he can get through this match as quickly as possible, because he knows Bray Wyatt is waiting, and he'll be able to pick up on any injuries or lack of stamina that Seth Rollins takes through into the next round. Cesaro now went for the scoop slam, but Seth managed to slide off around the back, and quick roll up here. Oh, into that super kick. Seth looking to try and pick up a victory here. Goes to the pin. 1, 2. Oh, it's only a 2 count. And I don't actually know in this game what Seth Rollins' finish is set at. I don't know if he's still got the curb stomp on this, because I have seen a video from a few guys that have been put up where oh hello, are we actually going to see somebody actually use the announce table as a weapon? Seth Rollins, but Cesaro catches him. And I like the way nothing disappears this year like it did last year. Last year when you took the monitors out, they disappeared, and I really like the fact that it's all just still laying there on the ground, and Seth's still looking to use this announce table as a weapon, and he does have Cesaro taking him over there. Has he thought better of it? Looks like he may have done. Oh, but Cesaro taking Seth up and drops him down on the outside on the debris of that table. Now Cesaro rolling back in, and the referee is still counting. He's up to an 8 count here. But Seth does make it back into the ring. And this one continues on. Cesaro with that snapmare, and now just trying to slow the pace of this match down a little bit against Seth Rollins. You see just wrenching that arm back of Seth Rollins, and as I've said a few times, this is a great way for Cesaro just to regain a little bit of energy. Just can set up for something a bit bigger, maybe looking for a neutralizer or that very European uppercut. Seth Rollins throwing Cesaro into the corner and takes him up onto the top rope. Big right hand. What does Seth have planned here? Oh, no way. We've seen this once in one of our random matches. Seth with a superplex to the outside on Cesaro. Huge amount of damage done. And if Cesaro can make it through Seth here, he's going to be taking a lot of injuries into a match against Bray Wyatt, which is not a very nice place to be. You see Seth just spearing Cesaro against that barrier on the outside, and Seth really using the environment to his advantage. Referee at a 4 count, and Seth is still continuing this assault on the outside. Oh, Cesaro versus that though, into that arm breaker. Referee at a 6 count now. Cesaro slides back in and leads Seth Rollins to the outside. Referee up to 7. And Seth does slide back in. And there's a snapmare by Seth Rollins, and now locking in the chin lock. And now Seth trying to slow things down. Cesaro trying to fight his way out, but I think Cesaro would be happy as well just to have a sit down for a few minutes. It's going to help him regain a little bit of energy. Of course, it's not too easy when someone's choking you from behind either. I think Cesaro might have been busted open there, but Seth going in for the pin. 2. And that's it. Seth picks up the victory, and he is going through to face off against Bray Wyatt in our semi-final. As we see some of the highlights here, that was a Saito suplex early on. And Seth followed up with a stamp on the back of the arm. It's a pretty boring replay, this one. Went in for the pin, that was only for a 2 count, of course. You see Cesaro there. Went for the scoop slam. Seth reversed it and caught him with the boot to the back. And here he is just rolling through with that big super kick to the kneeling Cesaro. Pulls him back into the middle of the ring, but of course that was only for a 2 count as well. And this was that big dangerous move, as the cameraman could not get much closer for this one, could he? The cameraman's actually inside Seth Rollins. We get a great view there of Seth Rollins' package as he hits the superplex to the outside on Cesaro. And here you see Seth had that chin lock locked in the middle of the ring. Cesaro got back up to his feet, but Seth with that almost like a front DDT. Well, I say front DDT, all DDTs are front, but it was a very flat DDT. Whatever it was, it busted Cesaro open, and it was enough for Seth Rollins to pick up the 3 count. He's going to be very happy with that, and as he should be. He's going on to face Bray Wyatt in our next match here this evening. Well, not next match, our second semi-final this evening. And here we just have a quick look at our brackets. There's our 2 semi-final matches. We've got Sheamus versus Kevin Owens and Bray Wyatt versus Seth Rollins. And here we go with our first semi-final. It is Sheamus versus Kevin Owens. See both these guys itching to go for it now. Of course, Sheamus defeated Dolph Ziggler in the first round, and Kevin Owens went through Ryback. Both these guys didn't have too difficult of a first round, really. So I think they might still have a little bit of energy left in this one. However, I could be wrong, you never know. It looks like Sheamus taking an early advantage, locking in this chin lock on Owens, but Owens fights back with the jawbreaker. Throwing Sheamus now into that corner, and Owens now locking Sheamus into the tree of woe. And just a couple of kicks here. And now Owens just trying to think of what he's going to do with Sheamus. Went for another kick, but Sheamus managed to roll out. Big right hand by Owens, and taking Sheamus up and dropping him gut first on that top rope. I tell you what, I'd love it if Kevin Owens became the first World Heavyweight Champion. It'd be a real great way for us to start our universe mode. It was Jay who when I gave him the card for this about half an hour ago, I sent him a message to let him know who was going to be in this tournament. He instantly said he thought it was going to be Kevin Owens, and he might very well be right, you know. However, Sheamus at this moment in time is making it look like he could be wrong. Sheamus there with a boot across the back of Kevin Owens, and a big stomp as well. Bringing Owens back up to his feet, but Owens there just hoisting Sheamus over his back. He hits the ground hard, and Owens looking to take advantage on this. He's actually going to go for the pin. 1, 2, only a 2 count. And you see Owens is looking a bit annoyed as well. He's probably quite worn out. To say both these guys already wrestled once here this evening. Now they're going through their second match. Sheamus taking Owens up onto the top and locking him into a tree of woe. And now just pushing his foot across the face of Owens, and Owens drops back into the ring. This is Sheamus just continuing the assault to the grounded Owens, but Owens back up to his feet now. Sheamus turns him round and pulls him into the middle of the ring. What's he got planned here? Saito suplex. And now Sheamus is going up top. Not very often we see this big man go up top. What has he got in his locker here? It's a big diving elbow drop. And he brings Kevin Owens back up to his seated position. Oh, but Owens fights back with that punch to the stomach, and Owens is still looking like he's struggling after that big elbow drop, but he's taking control of this match once again. Big kick to the back of Sheamus. Owens showing his aggressive side. Throwing Sheamus into that corner. Sheamus drops down to a seated position. We saw this earlier. There's the cannonball. The cannonball by Kevin Owens. Now again, Owens just taking a few seconds just to slow this match down and try and regain a little bit of energy. As he again just standing above Sheamus, just trying to assess what he needs to do, but Sheamus makes his way back up to his feet, and Owens went to continue the assault, but Sheamus caught him in that, catch him again in that STO. And now Sheamus locking in a Texas Cloverleaf. A Cloverleaf submission applied on Kevin Owens, and we're yet to see a match finish on submission this year in this in the whole of 2K16, let alone just the universe mode. A big headbutt by Sheamus. Now taking Kevin Owens up. There's that white noise. Sheamus, you see, tried to get back up to his feet straight away, but struggled, dropped to a knee. Now he's going for the pin, but he's left it a few seconds here before going for it. And that shows there as Kevin Owens had enough to kick out. If Sheamus had gone for the pin straight away, maybe that would have been the end of Owens. Owens now with the jawbreaker on Sheamus. Sheamus looking to continue the assault. Oh, big clothesline by Sheamus now, following it up with a knee drop. Sheamus bringing Owens back up to a seated position, now locking in the chin lock. See Owens trying to fight out of this one, but Sheamus has got in, but or maybe not. Owens does manage to fight out with that jawbreaker. Sheamus now throwing Owens into that far corner. What do these guys have left in the locker? They can't have much left, surely. As Sheamus again locking Owens into that tree of woe. And again just pushing his foot across the face of Owens, and Owens drops back into the ring. Sheamus looking to try and finish Kevin Owens off. Of course, the winner of this match still has one more match to face off this evening. They'll be facing the winner of our next semi-final, Bray Wyatt and Seth Rollins. Who would that be? Would it be Sheamus? Would it be Kevin Owens? You really can't say who it would be at the moment. Both guys look like they could just take the opportunity at any point in time. Both guys are looking dead on their feet, really. And you've got to think, if you're Bray Wyatt or Seth Rollins, the longer this match goes on, you must be rubbing your hands together thinking, excellent. Sheamus looks like he's lining Kevin Owens up. There's the bro kick. Kevin Owens is down. Sheamus in the pin. 1, 2. No, Kevin Owens kicks out the bro kick. How was Kevin Owens kicked out of that bro kick? I'm shocked here. I thought for sure that Kevin Owens was out there. He's been struggling for a while, and after being hit by that big bro kick, I thought that was enough to finish him off. As you see, Owens back up to his feet, and Sheamus was stalking him again. Sheamus takes Owens up. Looked like he was going to go for a Celtic cross, but Owens reversed it into that facebuster. And now Owens lining up Sheamus. Springs him off the ropes. Pop-up powerbomb into the pin. 1, 2. And that's enough. Kevin Owens out of nowhere with a pop-up powerbomb. And he is going through to our final here this evening to fight it out for that World Heavyweight Championship. And I was convinced about a minute or so ago that Kevin Owens was out of this one. He got hit with a bro kick, and I was just absolutely sure there and then that Sheamus was going through. But Owens showing some fantastic resilience, as he did a lot in this match. There is the big bro kick. And like I say, I was convinced there and then that Sheamus was going through to the final, but Owens at the last possible millisecond managed to roll out. And you see Sheamus there going for a Celtic cross. Owens managed to slide out and actually catch Sheamus in that facebuster. Then Owens straight pushing Sheamus into them ropes and bringing him back into a pop-up powerbomb. And that was enough to keep Sheamus down for the 3 count. So Kevin Owens is going on to face off against the winner of our next semi-final, Bray Wyatt and Seth Rollins. Who is going to leave here with the World Heavyweight Championship? We know it's going to be either Kevin Owens, Bray Wyatt or Seth Rollins. Either way, I'm going to be very happy. And I'm pretty sure you guys are as well. Kevin Owens just working the crowd here. And we'll see him again later on in the final. And here we go into our second semi-final as Bray Wyatt takes on Seth Rollins. Bray Wyatt, Seth Rollins, who will be joining Kevin Owens in that final later on this evening to fight it out for the World Heavyweight Championship, to walk into the Universe mode as the World Heavyweight Champion, and you're almost guaranteeing yourself a main event spot at our very first pay-per-view as well. So there's a lot riding on this evening. Of course, Bray Wyatt and Kevin Owens yet to be champion in real life WWE. Seth Rollins is the current WWE World Heavyweight Champion. I'm sure the likes of Bray Wyatt and Kevin Owens will be desperate to get their first taste of gold. I don't think Bray Wyatt's actually won any championship. I don't think he has. He's not won the Intercontinental, United States or anything like that. The Wyatt family themselves haven't won any belts. I don't think they've ever won the tag team championships. I think they were penciled in at one point, but I think an injury to Eric Rowan changed that. You see Bray Wyatt there, went for that gut wrench, but Seth Rollins manages to fall through into almost like a crossbody. And now Seth with that reverse DDT. Again, to get here, of course, Bray Wyatt defeated Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins defeated Cesaro. Both not necessarily easy, but at the same time, I think they managed to keep as much energy as they possibly needed. Complete shot there by Seth Rollins. And you'd have to put Seth Rollins down as a favourite for this match. only because of sheerly his rating. Basically, he's rated quite a lot higher than Bray Wyatt. But as we saw in our WWE Championship tournament yesterday or earlier or before this, whenever you watched it, basically, as we saw then, the ratings don't mean everything. I'm not going to say any more. I'm not going to give you any spoilers in case you haven't seen it, because it is definitely worth a watch. But yeah, ratings are not worth everything. Gut wrench there by Bray Wyatt on Seth Rollins. Pulls him into the middle of the ring. In for the pin. 1, 2. No, it's only a 2 count. Seth manages to kick out. Bray got right in the face of Seth now and have thrown him into the corner. Bray taking Seth up onto the top rope. What's he got planned here? Oh, brings him down into the tree of woe. And now just pushing his foot into the face of Seth. Just choking him out there in the corner. Stamping on the back as well. Brings Seth back up to his feet. But Seth reversing. Now twisting the arm. My computer makes a loud noise for no reason. I apologise for that if you heard that. I really sore throat. Because I've been recording this now for about 16 hours. I've been recording nothing but these videos. It's really giving me a sore throat. I'm not used to talking for this long. People don't normally listen to me this long. Bray Wyatt with a pin. 1, 2. Oh, so close to a 3 count from that. I was going to call it a suplex, but it's not really a suplex, as Bray Wyatt just throws him almost. And talking of throwing him, Bray Wyatt just grabbing Seth Rollins by the neck and launching him across the ring. And there's that senton as well by Bray. And Bray Wyatt is really looking like he's in control of this match at the moment. And as I say that, Seth Rollins comes straight back with that knee to the face. And now there is a super Falcon Arrow. Falcon Arrow by Seth Rollins. Brings Bray Wyatt back up to his feet. Now rolls him through, and there's that super kick. We saw him use that earlier on against Cesaro. Going in for the pin. 1, 2. It's not enough though. Bray Wyatt kicks out. Oh, but Seth catches Bray. There's the pedigree. Seth Rollins with the pedigree, now rolling Bray Wyatt over into the pin. 1, 2. No, Bray Wyatt kicks out again. Amazing here. Bray Wyatt kicking out of the pedigree from Seth Rollins. And what is he going to take for Seth to finish Bray off? Is Seth going to be able to finish Bray off? He hooks him up onto the top rope, and now Seth joins him up there. Super backdrop. Is that going to be enough to finish Bray off? Seth's hoping so. Rolls him over into the pin. 1, 2. No, Bray is still in this one. Kicks out the super backdrop as well. Seth not quite sure what he's going to have to do now. Throws Bray back into that corner. But Bray fights out with that big boot. Seth there with the right hand. Snap there as well. Now locking in a jaw lock on, or a chin lock on Bray Wyatt. Just trying to take a few seconds out now, Seth. Probably trying to think about what he needs to do next. He needs to protect his midsection. That's what he needs to do, is Bray Wyatt with a couple of elbows. Seth bringing Bray Wyatt into the middle of the ring, and now... Oh, great move there, like a half Nelson backbreaker into the pin again. 1, 2... It was even closer to a 3 count than earlier, but Bray Wyatt just still manages somehow to hold on. Seth up onto the top rope. It's a frog splash. Homage to Eddie Guerrero there by Seth Rollins. Not going for the pin. He probably should have done, really. Shown there as Bray Wyatt just launching Seth Rollins over the top of his back. And now Bray pulls Seth Rollins in. Sister Abigail. Sister Abigail and Seth Rollins by Bray. And this could be all. 1, 2. No, Seth Rollins kicks out now as well. And I'll tell you what, Kevin Owens must be backstage now rubbing his hands together, thinking about how much damage these two are doing to each other. It's really making his job look a lot easier now, isn't it? The longer this match goes on, the easier it's going to be for Kevin Owens to pick off the guy that finally manages to win this one. As you see, Bray Wyatt locking in the Tree of Woe again. And as I've said, quite a few of the guys that are in this tournament, if they don't make it all the way and win the championship, we will see them again in some of the other tournaments, maybe the United States Championship or the Intercontinental Championship. There's a senton there by Bray Wyatt, going in for the pin. 1, 2, and again Seth Rollins manages to kick out. And it's Bray Wyatt's turn now to sit there and think, what does he need to do to finally finish Seth Rollins off? Bray Wyatt, they're locking in that chin lock, just to, again, just trying to slow the match down and gain a mental advantage here. It really does help him. Just to, it's something that does happen quite a lot in real wrestling, actually. You can always see it as a match gets a bit later on. They might do a few more little bits and bobs like this just because it allows him to regain a bit of stamina, a bit of energy. Seth looking to bring Bray back up to his feet, but Bray with that right hand to the stomach, and Seth caught with that, and Bray throwing him into the corner. He's a bit too slow following it up, and then Seth caught him with that back elbow. Spinning punch to the stomach by Seth Rollins, and this is how he made it through into the second round with that flat DDT, and it's enough to finish this match off as well. Seth Rollins is going on to our main event here this evening to face off against Kevin Owens for the World Heavyweight Championship. As we see some of the highlights from earlier on in the match. What was this? And this was Bray Wyatt's suplex. I call it a suplex. He does just literally throw him to the ground once he's got him up in the air. But that was only for a 2 count. Seth Rollins here bringing Bray Wyatt up to his feet, and this is that super kick to the kneeling opponent. Bray Wyatt straight in his face, and that could have been all there as well. That could have knocked Bray Wyatt clean out, but it wasn't to be. That was only for a 2 count once again. See Bray Wyatt just pulling Seth Rollins away from the ropes. Was he going to go for a pin here? No, he wasn't. This is the senton. He went in for the pin there, and again, that was only enough for a 2 count. And this is it here, isn't it? This is a flat DDT. Yeah, this is how he's won both his rounds now. It's odd to think that that move has won both his rounds, yet his finishing maneuvers don't. But Seth Rollins is going on to face Kevin Owens in our main event, and one of those two guys is going to start our universe mode with the World Heavyweight Championship. Who is it going to be? I'm really looking forward to this final match. Now, of course, both of these guys taking a lot of damage, and I'm sure Kevin Owens will be very happy with the length of this last match between Bray Wyatt and Seth Rollins. And there you see there the brackets. We're going to have Kevin Owens versus Seth Rollins as our final for the World Heavyweight Championship. And here we go as we get ready here for our World Heavyweight Championship match. Kevin Owens making his entrance for the 3rd time this evening. He has defeated Ryback and Sheamus to make his way here. There's just one more man in his way between him and the World Heavyweight Championship, and that is Seth Rollins. I'm sure Kevin Owens will be confident. He always is a very confident man. He'll be pretty sure that he can defeat Seth Rollins here this evening, but I'm sure Seth Rollins will be feeling very much the same way. Both these guys will be itching to start the universe mode with that World Heavyweight Championship. As I said earlier, it almost guarantees you a place in the main event at the very first pay-per-view, because you know you'll be defending that belt at some point. Kevin Owens in the ring now. I'm so happy that we've come to this point with these two guys, because I'll be very happy no matter who wins between the two of them. They're both cracking competitors, and if Kevin Owens doesn't win the championship, then of course he will be involved in the United States Championship or the Intercontinental Championship tournament tomorrow. And same with Seth Rollins, really. If he doesn't, then I think Seth Rollins will be involved in the United States Championship tournament. So there's a lot of scope here. Either of these guys, if they do miss out on this championship, there's still plenty of opportunities to pick up some gold before we hit the universe mode next week and we start doing our weekly shows. And here comes Seth Rollins. Of course, he has defeated Cesaro, and as we just saw, Bray Wyatt to make his way here this evening. Again, very much like Kevin Owens, he will be thinking that he can win this match, and he'll be thinking that he will win this match. And that's the best way to really think as you come into these. You can't be doubting yourself. You have to have full confidence in your own ability. And both these guys are two guys that are not shy of doing that. They both are very much full in their own ability, if that even makes sense. I'm just making up words as I go along now, I know really. See Seth Rollins hopping into the ring. And what a big match this is going to be. One of these two guys is going to leave this competition with the World Heavyweight Championship in arm. The other one is going to leave very, very disappointed, but knowing there is still an opportunity for gold later on. And that is what it's all about. The World Heavyweight Championship. Referee holds it up high. Kevin Owens, as you see, really in the zone, as is Seth Rollins. This is going to be a hell of a match. Remember, damage retention is on, so both of these guys are both going to be feeling the effects of two matches already this evening. Kevin Owens, you see, with that headlock on Seth Rollins, and very early on going for a slow, methodical pace. And I think that's going to be Kevin Owens' best idea here. We know that Seth Rollins likes to pick up the pace. He likes to use a lot of high-risk moves. A lot of high-risk moves. So for Kevin Owens to slow the pace of the match, I think is going to be his best way of getting some out of it, really. Kevin Owens there with a senton. Brings Seth Rollins back up to his feet. There's a front chancery, and now taking Seth across to the ropes. Hooking him up on that top rope now. Springing him off. And catching him in that big spine buster. And Kevin Owens taking a very early lead in this match, really. And as I say, that commentator's curse. Seth Rollins straight back up with the uppercut. Now Seth. Oh, Kevin Owens managed to fight out of that suplex. I thought Seth was going to catch him with that, but Kevin Owens with a knee to the head. Sorry, it's getting quite late and I've been recording for quite a long time and I'm slurring my words. I'm getting my words wrong. I've got a sore throat, so this will be the last video I record today. Get them uploaded for you while I'm in bed overnight, hopefully. Because it is 2 o'clock in the morning now. And I still need to edit these matches as well, so I've still got a fair hour's worth of work in front of me. But it's definitely worth it to get these videos uploaded. I'm sure you guys are itching to see some more content. I know I would be. If I didn't have the game, I would be constantly on YouTube. I really would. Kevin Owens went for the boot there to the chest of Seth Rollins, but Seth managed to drop out the tree of woe and then hits Kevin Owens with that drop kick. And just slamming the knee of Kevin Owens into the mat. Brings him back up to his feet, and Seth, we went for that flat DDT. We've seen him already win 2 matches with that move here this evening, and that could have been the 3rd, but Kevin Owens fantastically did well to fight out of it. Seth went for a power slam, and Kevin Owens reverses into that reverse DDT, putting Seth into the middle of the ring, and Owens going for a pin here. 1, 2, still only a 2 count. But I can't see this match lasting too much longer. Both of these guys are really running on empty now. It's been a very, very long evening for them. Seth, there's the Seth Walker into the pin. 1, 2, 3, and that is it. We have our World Heavyweight Champion. It's Seth Rollins. And I'm not going to say I'm surprised I said at the very beginning of the video that my money was on between either Kevin Owens and Seth Rollins. And it could have really gone either way in this last match, but it was Seth who managed to hit that Seth Walker in the middle of the ring. You see some of the highlights here. Kevin Owens getting a 2 count from that. And this was towards the end of the match. That is the attempted power slam by Seth Rollins, and Kevin Owens managed to float over the top and hit reverse DDT instead. And hitting the, we'll go in for the pin. You see Kevin Owens not impressed with Seth Rollins at all there. Makes way back up to his feet, as does Seth, and now avoided that punch, and now Seth straight over the top, hitting the Seth Walker, and that was enough to keep Kevin Owens down for the 3 count. And Kevin Owens will be disappointed here this evening, but of course we will see him again involved in the Intercontinental or United States Championship tournament tomorrow. But we now know that Seth Rollins is going into our universe mode as the World Heavyweight Champion. We also know our WWE Champion as well, but I'm not going to say who that is right now, just in case you haven't watched the video. If you haven't, then be sure to check back on the playlist. It will be on there. And that again was a very, very good tournament. And as we see here, that is the final standings in this tournament. Seth Rollins victorious, defeated Cesaro, Bray Wyatt and Kevin Owens, and he is the new and the first World Heavyweight Champion here on our WWE 2K16 roster. Anyway guys, that is the end of this video. If you could slap that like button for this video, that'd be absolutely fantastic. And also slap that like button for Seth Rollins being the World Heavyweight Champion. I've been Shabby Gamer, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.